Welcome to a journey through the darkest corners of the human mind. Prepare yourself as we delve into psychological phenomena that will leave you questioning your own sanity. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 10 of these unsettling psychological truths. Have you ever felt that prickling on the back of your neck, the certainty that someone somewhere is watching your every move? It's an unsettling feeling, isn't it? Almost as if eyes are following you, scrutinizing your every action, every decision. That's the insidious nature of the spotlight effect. It makes you believe that every misstep, every awkward moment is being observed and judged by everyone around you.
The spotlight effect whispers in your ear, convincing you that you're the center of attention, even when you're just another face in the crowd. It amplifies your self-consciousness, making you feel like you're under a magnifying glass. This constant scrutiny, even if only perceived, can be paralyzing. It can make you second-guess your every move, your every word, trapping you in a cycle of self-doubt. It can keep you from pursuing your passions, from taking risks, from truly being yourself. The fear of judgment can be so overwhelming that it stifles your creativity and holds you back from reaching your full potential.
But here's the unsettling truth. Most people are so caught up in their own internal narratives, their own worries and concerns, their own fears and insecurities, that they barely notice you at all. They are too busy dealing with their own spotlight effect to focus on yours. The spotlight you feel so acutely is often a figment of your own anxious imagination. It's a trick your mind plays on you, making you believe you're more visible than you actually are. The reality is most people are not paying as much attention to you as you think. They are wrapped up in their own lives, their own problems. Free yourself from the shackles of imagined judgment and step into the light of your own authenticity. Embrace who you are without the fear of an imaginary audience. Live your life for yourself, not for the approval of others. Deep within the labyrinth of your mind, a battle rages. Two conflicting beliefs locked in a struggle for dominance, tearing you apart from the inside out. This is the agonizing reality of cognitive dissonance.
You might find yourself rationalizing the irrational, clinging to flawed logic, or even denying reality itself. The need to maintain a sense of internal consistency can drive you to embrace delusions and justify the unjustifiable.
By acknowledging cognitive dissonance, confronting our biases, and embracing intellectual humility, we can begin to heal the rifts within our own minds. Have you ever experienced the unsettling feeling that a particular word, idea, or object has suddenly begun to appear everywhere you look? This is the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. Imagine stumbling upon an obscure word for the first time, only to find it cropping up in conversations, on billboards, even in the books you read. This phenomenon, also known as the frequency illusion, plays on the selective attention of our brains. Once we become aware of something new, our minds tend to filter out other information, focusing intently on this newfound object of fascination. Embrace the strangeness, revel in the illusion, for it's a testament to the incredible adaptability and selectivity of the human brain. Chapter 4. Imposter Syndrome, the fraud within.
You've achieved success, recognition, maybe even accolades. Yet, deep down, a relentless voice whispers that you're a fraud, a charlatan masquerading in the garb of competence.
This is the insidious nature of imposter syndrome.
Every accomplishment is dismissed as luck, every talent attributed to external factors, never to your own merit.
Imposter syndrome thrives on self-doubt, feeding on the fear of failure and the insatiable need for external validation.
The irony is that imposter syndrome often afflicts those who are most deserving of their success.
Breaking free from imposter syndrome requires challenging our negative self-talk, acknowledging our accomplishments, and embracing the possibility that we might actually be as talented as others perceive us to be. Chapter 5. Cognitive biases, the mind's distortions. Our minds, for all their complexity, are remarkably prone to error. We rely on mental shortcuts, on cognitive biases to navigate the complexities of the world around us. Imagine clinging to your initial beliefs even when presented with overwhelming evidence to the contrary. This is confirmation bias at work. Or consider the anchoring bias, where our judgments are swayed by the first piece of information we receive, regardless of its relevance. These cognitive biases highlight the fallibility of human reasoning. By becoming aware of these cognitive biases, we can begin to mitigate their influence and make more rational, informed decisions. The first step to overcoming our biases is to acknowledge that they exist. Chapter 6. The Uncanny Valley. When familiarity breeds contempt, deep within the human psyche lies an inherent aversion to the artificial. to that which mimics life but lacks its essence. This unsettling feeling of revulsion and unease is known as the uncanny valley. Imagine a humanoid robot, its movements eerily lifelike, its features strikingly human, yet something about its vacant eyes and synthetic skin sends chills down your spine. The closer an artificial entity gets to resembling a human being, the more pronounced this sense of unease becomes. Our brains, wired to detect subtle cues of authenticity, are repelled by the slightest imperfections. As technology advances, the question of the uncanny valley takes on new urgency. Will we ever bridge the gap between the real and the synthetic? Chapter 7. Déjà vu, a glitch in the matrix. The world around you fades to a low hum as a chilling familiarity washes over you. You've been here before, experienced this exact moment, but you know you haven't. This is the disorienting sensation of déjà vu. Some theorize that it's a neurological anomaly, a misfiring of neurons that creates a false sense of familiarity. Others speculate that it's a window into a parallel universe, a brief glimpse into an alternate reality where our lives have unfolded differently. Whatever the explanation, déjà vu serves as a stark reminder of the elusive nature of memory and the fragility of our perception of time.
In the depths of our consciousness, a primal fear stirs, awakening ancient instincts buried deep within us.
It's the chilling realization of our own mortality, the terrifying awareness that our existence is but a fleeting flicker in the grand tapestry of time. This awareness can be both humbling and paralyzing as we grapple with the finite nature of our lives. This is the crushing weight of existential dread, a heavy burden that can feel overwhelming and inescapable.
Imagine standing on the precipice of infinity, gazing out at the vastness of the cosmos, and feeling the crushing weight of your own insignificance. The universe in all its grandeur can make us feel like mere specks of dust, lost in an endless expanse.
Existential dread is not merely the fear of death, but a profound unease with the very nature of our existence. It is the unsettling feeling that our lives may lack inherent meaning or purpose. It can drive us to seek meaning in our lives, to forge connections with others, and to leave our mark on the world. This quest for significance can lead us to create, to love, and to strive for something greater than ourselves. By confronting our own mortality, we can live with greater intention, embracing the present moment and striving to make our lives a testament to the beauty and wonder of existence. In doing so, we transform our fear into a powerful motivator, guiding us to live fully and authentically.
It lurks in the shadows, whispers in the wind, haunts the spaces between what we can see and what we cannot comprehend.
It's the primal fear hardwired into our very being, the chilling grip of the unknown.
Imagine stepping through a doorway and into a void, an abyss of uncertainty where anything is possible.
This is the terrifying allure of the unknown, a source of both fear and fascination for humankind since the dawn of time. Our brains, wired for survival, are constantly scanning for threats, seeking patterns and predictability in the chaos of the world around us.
The unknown represents a break in that pattern, a disruption of the familiar.
By confronting our fears, by embracing the unknown with courage and curiosity, we open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities. We cling to what we possess, guarding it with a fierceness born of an ancient fear, the fear of loss. This fear is deeply rooted in our psyche, a primal instinct that has been with us since the dawn of humanity. This is loss aversion. The psychological principle that dictates the pain of losing something we value is far greater than the pleasure of gaining something of equal worth. It's a powerful force that shapes our behavior and decisions, often without us even realizing it. Imagine holding a precious object in your hand, something that holds sentimental value. It could be a family heirloom, a cherished gift, or a memento from a significant moment in your life. Now imagine the thought of losing it, the feeling of emptiness that claws at the edges of your mind. This fear can be paralyzing, making us hold on even tighter to what we have. This powerful force influences our decisions, often irrationally, leading us to hold on to failing investments, toxic relationships, even outdated beliefs. We become trapped in a cycle of fear and attachment, unable to move forward. To overcome the grip of loss aversion, we must reframe our perspective, shifting our focus from what we stand to lose to what we might gain by letting go. This requires courage and a willingness to embrace change. By embracing the impermanence of all things, we free ourselves to pursue new opportunities and live with a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. This shift in mindset can open doors to new experiences, relationships, and personal growth, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. These psychological phenomena reveal the fragility of our perceptions, the intricate workings of our emotions, and the unsettling truths that lie beneath the surface of our everyday lives. Our minds, for all their wonder and complexity, are capable of conjuring up the most unsettling scenarios, the most disturbing illusions, the most profound anxieties. By confronting the darkness within, we take a step towards understanding ourselves and perhaps even transcending our limitations. These psychological phenomena are invitations to delve deeper, to question our assumptions, and to embrace the strange, the unsettling, and the ultimately unknowable nature of the human experience. Pause 3S. But what happens when these psychological phenomena go unchecked? When the shadows of our mind are left to fester and grow? In the dim corners of our psyche, where light seldom reaches, the echoes of our deepest fears and anxieties can become relentless, unyielding. Imagine, if you will, a quiet night. The world outside is silent, but within, a storm brews. You lie in bed, eyes wide open, staring into the darkness. Every creak, every whisper of the wind becomes a harbinger of dread. The shadows on the walls twist and contort, taking on forms that defy logic. Faces appear in the corners of your vision, only to vanish when you turn to look directly at them. Pause 2S. And then you hear it, a faint, almost imperceptible whisper. It calls your name. At first, you think it's a trick of the mind, a figment of your imagination, but as the whisper grows louder, more insistent, you realize it's coming from within. The voice is your own, twisted and distorted, echoing from the depths of the abyss within you. Pause 2S. You try to scream, to call for help, but no sound escapes your lips. The walls close in, the air grows thick, and the weight of your own mind bears down on you. In that moment, you understand the true terror of the human experience, the realization that sometimes the most frightening monsters are not those that lurk in the shadows, but those that reside within us. Pause 2S. As the whispering grows deafening, you feel yourself slipping away, lost in the labyrinth of your own psyche. The line between reality and illusion blurs, and you are left to confront the ultimate horror, the possibility that you may never escape the echoes of the abyss. Pause 3S. And with that, we leave you with a haunting reminder. Sometimes the scariest journeys are the ones we take within our own minds.